Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm a diver at Greater Cleveland Aquarium. I've been diving here for about 10 years. One of my favorite places to dive here is the shark habitat right behind me. Now, our guests often notice the larger animals in there, such as the sand tiger sharks, the sandbar sharks, and the nurse sharks, but there's lots of smaller animals to check out in the habitat as well. When you stop by for Spring Discovery Days, make sure you try to find some of them. Speaking of tiny things, one of the things that we can see up close and personal is the skin of the shark. These are known as dermal denticles, and they're really modified teeth made out of the same material as our tooth that lays out across the shark's skin, and they look like little V's. With all the shark species in this habitat, one of the things that divers often find is teeth. The largest teeth that we find here in the exhibit are the sand tiger teeth. They're kind of like the tines of a fork, long and pointy, and those sharks can lose up to 30,000 in their lifetime, so you can believe that we find quite a few here in this habitat. We also find some from other species, such as the long flat ones that we find from our stingrays, and we even find little ones that look like grains of sand from one of our larger species of fish that's known as the black drum. Another small thing that you may notice in this exhibit are the barbs on the stingrays. Stingray barbs lay flat on their tail, but if you look closely, you may notice that barb right at the base of their tail. They're made out of the same material as our fingernails or our hair. Moving away from sharks and stingrays, we have lots of other small fish that you can find in the shark habitat. One of my favorite species in here are the grunts. We have a couple different species of them, but one of the cool things for a diver is that we get to actually hear them. They make lots of grunting noises as they move around the habitat during the day. The squirrelfish are one of the smaller species that you may find in this habitat. They're nocturnal, so they're hard to find during the day, but look for that small red fish hanging out back in some of the cave areas. The blue tang is a type of surgeonfish, and if you look closely, you may notice a little white dot towards the base of their tail. This is kind of like a scalpel that a surgeon would use, and they use it for defense and to protect their habitat. Another small animal that you should look for in the exhibit are the green moray eels. Did you know that they are actually kind of a purplish color? That green color comes from a bright yellow mucus layer that covers their skin. But my favorite animal to see as a diver is all of you. We love interacting with our guests at the window, so next time you're at the aquarium, make sure you stop by and say hi. Thank you for joining us in celebrating small species and small details at Spring Discovery Days at Greater Cleveland Aquarium.